I'm going to take you through a very interesting interview question in this video. This is the kind of a question you can get asked in a consulting interview, in an investment banking interview, or even in a business school. And this is the kind of a question you can get asked in your 20s or in your 30s. But before we start, do subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. So the question is this. The question is, you are an investor, and which market will you invest in? Will you invest in market A, or will you invest in market B? And I'll give you some information about A or B in the next few seconds. Now, you cannot use any other information other than what I am going to give you in the next few seconds. So market A, the information about market A is its size is 100 and it is expected to grow at 10% in the future. Size is 100, expected to grow at 10% in the future. Market B, the size is 50, the market size is 50, it is expected to grow at 20% in the future. So market A size is 100, expected to grow at 10% in the future. Market B size is 50, expected to grow at 20% in the future. Which market will you invest in? Take a minute as you think about it and drop some of your answers in the comment section. Now, I have interviewed many people with this question, and the typical answers I get are along the following lines. So some people will say market A they would prefer because market A is the bigger market, 100 is greater than 50. Also, it's growing at 10%. Inflation in India is 7%, 10 is greater than 7, so they will go for market A. Another line of reasoning I've heard is some people say we will invest in market B because it is growing at 20%, although it's a smaller market, but it's growing at 20%. So you invest in that market, you might get returns along the rate of 20%. Now, actually, both the approaches are not correct, and that's not the right way to think about this problem. The right way to think about this problem is to look at it in the future and combine both the size and the growth rate. So, for instance, if you are an investor generally has a time horizon, say about 5 years. What you should see is in 5 years, which market will be the bigger market. So how do you come to that? You typically have the formula where you will say the future value of the market in 5 years is equal to size today into 1 plus the growth to the power of 5. Essentially, you're looking at the future market. So for market A, the size in 5 years will be 100 into 1 plus 10% to the power of 5, which is 161. That is what the size of market A will be. And market B, the size will be 50, the size today into 1 plus 20% to the power of 5, and the size will be 124. So in 5 years, you will see that market A is 161 and market B is 124, and 161 is significantly higher than 124. So you will invest in market A. This is not a trick question. This is a very intelligent question that is typically asked, and this is the way you should go about answering this question. So if we come to the end of this video, if you want to know how to answer such similar questions, do subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. Till next time, take care.